welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Another episode. The humans still haven't left. It's only been about 30 seconds since I turned off the last episode. Yes, I am pre-compiling many because I have a vacation to go on to the UK over Christmas, and I don't want you guys to have another interruption. Recover wounded? Who's wounded? Uncover attacks the herbalist. Okay. Miner's grip. Please stop fighting. Please stop fighting. I mean, we haven't had any deaths in a while. Not since Lavender Jade. But BTC, I want some cage traps. I want some cage traps. I want some cage traps. I want our entrance to be protected, at least somewhat. Let's see. And do I have any doors? I need doors now. So let's copper door 2. Boing. Put that right up the top. Make it your highest of priorities, fools. Alright, so this fort might survive. It might survive. This version .12 supposedly is a little less bad for people's moods. So these new attendees, these new folk, might be able to make it. To bag it. Outcast Talc. BF. Let's see. Did I ever... No, diorite. This is copper cabinet. Let's yank that one out and put in some diorite ones since I have them. I don't want anybody living in these places to actually be happy-ish. I have to wait for that one to go. Let's see. Rock door 4. If the furniture is diorite, then so must be the doors, because each level will be themed. I might as well actually get the next one going. So let's see. With a high priority, please. Yeah, 2's fine. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Yes? Boop. And, whoa. Bloop. Bleep. And bloop, bloop. So our residential tower might actually someday become actually a residential tower. Oh, hey, Drunk Soak wishes to join us for the purposes of soldiering. I am going to allow that. And also induct you with a name, Professor Mercenary. Let's see, no laborers available. Well, sure, you're not a citizen yet. You're just a mercenary. Let's see. But what I want is to know something about you. So, satisfied upon swimming, granting residency, horrified reliving the goblin gangs, menaced, pitted body, dead body, didn't feel anything while in conflict, horrified to see that same one die, seeing red flash die, or dead body anyways, satisfied after getting into an argument, sometimes feels sad at being separated from a loved one. Well, where are they? Alright, so he's 26 years old. He's what is he, a human? I can't remember. I don't care. Oh hey, Mazbudzu. Yeah, human maceman. Okay, sorry about that. So Mr. Drunk Soak. Let's see. Great trouble mastering fear when confronted by danger. But you're a soldier. Okay. Doesn't generally think before acting. That's more of a soldier thing. Actually, that's probably not fair to say. He doesn't mind a little tumult and discord. He is slow to anger, very humble, likes to keep things practical. So let's just say humble crutch, humble alpaca, that's just awkward. Humble bogeyman, humble antics. Let's see. Peregrine Falcon Flounder. Humble Flounder. Humble Mead. Humble Mead. Alright. Mr. Humble Mead. Humble. Hello. Mumble. Humble Mead. There we go. Thank you for joining up. And are you planning on actually doing anything about it? Let's go Rough Militia again. I mean, the Grizzly. Ooh. That means one of the words I created doesn't work. I think in the last episode I actually witnessed one of them and now may now be able to identify it. By the way, if anybody's curious, my additional items, my additional words, some additional animals and stuff, this is all available on GitHub under what is called raw dwarf meat. And I haven't updated in a while, but I'll probably update it this weekend with that word fix. I have had it in my mind to reinvent animals from scratch. There's basically the object descriptions, animal descriptions, are what you would call sort of object oriented. They can be based on previous objects. So you could start with, here's one, animal, okay, and animal has things like veins and brains and stuff like that. And then you say, okay, well, this one is a reptile, and so then it layers on to the old one. Here's some extra details. It's got scales and stuff, and 4 arms and a head and a tail. And then you can say, okay, well, I want a Gila monster, and it's like, okay, it's a lizard, which also happens to be an animal, but it also has this pattern and poison and, a fat tail. And is usually small. And then on top of that, once you have a Gila monster, you say, okay, I wanted, here's the giant tag. So now there's a giant Gila monster. Here's a anthropomorphic one. So there's a Gila monster person. And then what I've added to the game, and only like 3 creatures have, there's a holy version, and then there's like a dire or a dread version that's just evil and the good, and they, stuff like that. So I really want to just wipe everything out and build them up in this very constructed way, so that going forward in the future, adding new species for anybody would be kind of easy, and you can just keep going. I don't know if there's a point where too many ruins the game, but let's see. We want somebody with relevant skills, competent mace dwarf, ambitious gem, a recent migrant. Gosh, that's all there is. Cassava, no, Cassava's a good wrestler. So this new one, wait, what did we just name them? Humble something. Humble. Ain't in the list. So I'm a little confused then. Boom. And just like that, Cato Piar Taram has been put to rest. That is one last ghost wandering around. Let's take a look at your tombstone, sir. Let's see. Marble Memorial to Cato. The description. Well-crafted marble memorial to Cato Piar Taram, who never got a name. The slab reads, in memory of Cato, born 781, murdered by the dwarf Quack Trip, throne page in the year 820, so just last year, devoted father and husband, lover of spears. So I do wish like the procedural rendering in and around descriptions was more powerful, but that might be on his list, or the creator's list sometime down the road. I mean, this is a lot to do to make a game, so I'm not exactly complaining. But it would be cool to be able to read a lot more on those things. Okay, and then there was one. Turnip Chatter has been put to rest. You know what I should do instead of always scrolling over here? Wait, was that twice? Oh, both of them have been put to rest. So let's pick, let's see, H, hotkey F3, no, F3, thank you, and zoom here. That will save us some time, won't it? All right, so Stutterbrass, what can we learn about you? In memory of Stutterbrass, Codmanom, born 731, struck down by the forgotten beast, Sarek, Witch Spittles. That was one of the turning points where things started really going downhill. The Snotty Lies. In the Rampage of the Forgotten Beast so-and-so, in 819, my year, the color clear made him happy. Okay. And let's see. In memory of Turnip Chatter, Utiala, which is an interesting name. I had to make a town name out of that for my written place if I ever, write. It's always in my head. In fact, this morning I woke up with an important plot point for the first book I'm supposed to do. And I went all the way to the living room, and I was able to write some of it down, but just passing through doors made me forget some of it. Drove me nuts. Murdered by the dwarf Jutkov, reputed paddles in the year 819. The year of me, Lord of the Sloppy Council in 819, devoted husband, at one with Carambola Woodwood. Last, though, Copper Dreams, Detapan has risen. It is now haunting the campus. I was making more They haven't been placed yet, but let's go ahead and get Copper Dreams all done up here. A memorial slab. Copper Dreams, thank you for putting you right up top. That helps. And then Rose Totem did the same. Ghostly Lord Consort, risen in his haunting. And then Akia stole, I'm guessing, a book. The Human for Students. The Human for Students. I may not have... Oh, Tanzanite. There's still more coming. So, sorry, which one was that? Rose Totem. I'm probably going to have to make more slab, make 10 more, and again, use marble. I don't have 10 marble, but I still want them to be marble. Which just means I have to go find more marble. Red Tourmaline Were Routes wants to be a citizen. I can do that. Now, let's see. Red Tourmaline, Goblin Poet. What can you do for me? I don't care about this. Farming, that's cool. Cooking, nah. I think I want more brewing. And you don't have any metalsmithing or other jobs. Architecture, let's just turn these off. No. Construction removal, make sure someone just does that first thing. Mechanics, probably don't need right now. Crafts, metalsmithing, I could use these two. But then, Fisher Dwarf, Salmon Chat has calmed down. Fisher Dwarf punches the farmer. Fisher Dwarf falls over. Fisher Dwarf punches them. The Fisher Dwarf has been knocked unconscious. Lots of people attacking SAK. Oh, you know what? There's nobody in that squad, though, as yet. Still nobody in that squad. Competent Mace Dwarf, you are now the one and only. Would you mind going and finishing this person? Because they've gone berserk, and I just don't have the time or the will for such things. What are you doing? Oh, were you cleaning, like, blood? Somebody take him. Come on. Before he gets up and starts harming somebody else. Pick up equipment? Militia commander. Okay. Meanwhile, all my other guys are seeing this and running the other way. Come on. Just do what you gotta do. Caravan from Estesh. Ideth has arrived. So, in the midst of all this, somebody going insane, let's also prepare to do... Let's just get rid of it all. Prepare to do some trading. What can we dispose of? Seem to have a lot of gems. Seem to have a lot of X's. So let's get rid of those. I wonder if these were previously inaccessible, or if it's literally this much stuff is falling off people. Oh, wow. Okay. The interesting thing is that anybody is even willing to buy this in the first place. And just like that, struck down in a single blow, I think. Yeah, military commander bashes the Fisher's Dwarf in the head with his copper mace, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain, tearing the brain. Struck down, death, this is truly horrifying. Can it all end so quickly? Begone, fear. So how do you feel about that? He is afraid after experiencing trauma, is horrified after seeing Salmon Chat die. It's ambivalent after putting on a truly splendid item. Ambivalent about that? Come on. That's not fair. Just searching through the things I might want to buy. I must have asked for ale before. I can't remember anymore. But the supply is much lower than usual, so I have to make that assumption. I don't care about sand right now. Don't really care. Well, no. I've ordered them to do a bunch with seeds. So they may... Well, I've allowed them to cook with the seeds, so getting a new supply of plants may be important. Let's see. G. Yeah, let's send these home, but there's still a lot to go, so I'm going to let my traders stay there for now. Some migrants arrive in spite of the danger. Who have we got? I'll let you know after. No, actually, yeah. Right. Meet Alexandrite Echoed Gorge. Pause. Read. Resume. Likewise. Pause. Resume. Meet Basalt Humor. Here's Perfect Goose, yet another Mason joining our squad. Pause, unpause, continue. And here, pause, is Jazzhelm. Unpause. Mostly a medic from the looks of it. And here is Siltstone Gut, named because she doesn't deliberate, she just goes with whatever she happens to think at the time. And now for the new hunter, basically just new hunter. Payback chain, named because they have little forgiveness and lots of retribution. Man, I've been into maybe half a dozen trading sessions so far, trying to dispose of all this stuff. Leather backpack. How about a couple of backpacks? Boing! I'm giving them enormous profit margins because really, they're doing me a huge favor just taking all this stuff away. Less stuff. Ooh, hey, someone actually hunted. Cool. I don't think they've even dipped into bringing out any of the ammunition yet, aside from that first jaunt. Now, I didn't know this was possible. Farm plot destroyed by Copper Dream's Deutapan, ghostly human bard. I didn't know they could do that. And there's two of them. These are the new ones. Wait a minute. V. Restless Haunt, the spirit has not been properly memorialized. Well, I'm working on it, dang it. Actually, let's take a quick look. B, Alt S. No, I don't want you. Sorry, wrong Alt S. Kado. I actually tried to sell off the spare Kado one. I already have one put down. No good. And there's these. None of these are relevant, but nobody seems to be quite interested in delivering the goods just yet. Okay, there's much to share. What do you want of our merchants? Well, you know what I want? I want digging, bodyware, shields, toys, pets, drinks. Make all the drinks come true. Powders, cheese extracts, I don't care. Meat, fish, plants, garden vegetables, yes. Not quite as, some, but not as intensely. Cages, ropes, barrels, skins, quivers, sand. Yep, I like sand because maybe glass someday. Miscellaneous. Lye. Do I want lye? I want potash. One thing I've never really been able to do is fertilize. I've never really put any effort into it, so I'm going to try to do that now. I like eggs. Let's get all the eggs, because not only can I grow things from eggs, but I can cook things from eggs too. Now it looks like they want cloth and anvils. Most of all, after that, shields, bucklers, scepters, and seeds. Scepters, I can make lots of scepters. Hello. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the, let's see, Center on Fort, World, Missions, News and Rumors. Okay, here we go. Is that right? Missions, Artifacts, People, World, Center on Fort, Civilizations. Yeah. See, you see that space, Irazine? The new watch. Well, that indicates there's a broken word there too. So I've done something wrong when I added new words. But new shouldn't have been one of the words. Oh yeah. I was going to look at news. So let's take a look. News and rumors in the mid-autumn of 819. That's a long time ago now. The Bond workbook was known to be in the primitive berry in New Future. What does that mean? The Bond workbook. Can I investigate those individually? No, I cannot. Oh, that's unfortunate. In the late spring of 821, Omar's ring exits became Queen of the Cudgel of Amusing, replacing Patience. Really? Omar's? That suggests to me that's somebody else in the world. So the overlordship of the Empire no longer rests at my seat, but maybe it will come back if we really get this thing back up and running again. In the late spring of 821, Fire Opal became expedition leader, replacing Hasty Steels. In the late spring of 821, the farm, then and now, was known to be in the primitive berry in New Future. So the primitive berry, I think, is what the inn, I think. So people carrying around books, and so that's a rumor. That's a rumor that so and so was around. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else here of interest to me. People. You have no recoverable missing citizens. Okay, that's interesting. Artifacts, steel right gauntlet, don't care. Missions. One of these days I'm gonna have to actually like try to start a mission. And then apricot racustulum Potter withdraws from society. So let's see, that's you. Let's follow. Where are you going? You're going for just any old recreation, not recreational. What am I saying? Oh, craft dwarf ship, craft shop. Where you go through the miasma. Yep. In fact, you're going to cancel out the carving of slabs for the other guy. Let's see. Probably one of them got made first? Let's see. Yeah, one of them got made, not the other. So I'll have to reorder that it be done off the other one. Jazz Helm has been murdered by the herbalist Cassava Babatier. Dang it, Bobby. Kima Strapped Long wants to join us for soldiering. I'll take it. And that means giving you a name. So, can't do that, but satisfied at being granted residency, delighted remembering a walk performance, disgusted dwelling upon retching on a miasma, pleasure near a fine door, uneasy after seeing a dead body, pleasure at completely sublime bridge, disgusted after retching in a miasma. I really wish it was easier to take care of those stupid miasmas. Let's see. Likes conglomerate, lead, green diamond, and dislikes cooperation. Doesn't seek out excitement, doesn't focus on material goods, tends to hang on to grievances, takes offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful. He likes to brawl. Alright, brawl. Okay, brawl. Lead brawl. Lead brawl. Welcome aboard. Please don't hurt us. I've designated a small space, well, a future small space, for the purpose of a handful of chains and cages for temporary, like a prison. Okay, just a prison. Meanwhile, what the heck is this strange mood person doing? Oh, you're carrying bars. Looks like copper now. Is this the last of it? No. Man, this guy's gathering a lot of stuff. Okay. Apricot Racustulum Potter has created Kailashingish, a rock salt toy spear which he offers to the public overall. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for something interesting. 66,000 though, probably because of all the things that went into it. The hegemonic bodice is a rock salt toy spear encrusted with oval rock salt cabochons, cushion cut golden burls, and encircled with bands of cushion granite cabochons, sheep leather, and wolverine leather. This object is adorned with hanging rings of goat leather and menaces with spikes of giant cave spider silk. On the item is an image of a radiant cut gem in clear garnet. On the item is an image of a giant green tree frog in bronze. So, is it of any use? Like, do children use the toys? Do they get pleasure from or good moods from said toys? Are they allowed to use legendary toys? Or is that considered, like a cultural faux pas to, let any old toddler play with, I don't know, let's say the crown of England. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, good. That be an episode. Oh, I should mention real quick that silk trousers and silk hoods have been all made up, so my dwarves ought to have just a little bit more to wear than they did before. People are busy. Down in the corner there, 23, they are in a decent average mood. Only 3 and 4 and 1 seem to be any worse off. That may just be because the others died. But we'll find out. In any case, thanks for watching, and come again next time.